Ah, that familiar music of Red Ridge Mountains. Hey guys, it's Too Tall Tom here, and today I'm bringing you a video of me leveling a new warrior on the classic Nulsarius realm. The crazy thing about this realm is it actually feels more alive than the current retail servers. As you can see, I'm just running around in Red Ridge, and there's quite a few people out and around. It's kind of a weird experience coming from playing retail for a long time, where the game's slowly become more and more of a ghost town in the world. Even when you're leveling through, like, I want to say Warlords of Draenor 90 to 100, and you really don't see that many people out. In this, every single zone you go to, you're going to see a handful of people leveling with you, making the world feel more alive, hopefully clearing out a couple of the mobs so that way you don't get ganked earlier. It's not in this video, but I got destroyed by a black dragon whelp that chased me halfway across Red Ridge, so that was fun. But yeah, I've been playing this a lot lately. I have a 35 Warlock, which, man, it was... I've gotten into Deathless where, the Horde and Alliance get to quest together, and on a PvP server, it is pretty much just a flip of a coin whether or not they're going to attack you on site or whether they're just going to wait to gank you when you're fighting a mob or doing a quest, which gets really annoying quickly. But really, I guess it kind of promotes you to take a break from the game for a little while, play something different, then come back with a full rested bar, which is why I'm leveling this warrior right now. As far as anything else, I've just recently gotten a job, so I was gonna say I will be uploading less, but I don't think it'll be any difference because I'm kind of sporadic with the uploads anyways, so it's hard because I'm trying to find something to play that I can record over and just, enjoy playing. I recently picked up Wasteland 2 for the PS4, and that game is really fun. I'm only about 3 to 4 hours in, maybe a little bit more, but I really like the combat system, which is odd for me because I'm not really a huge turn-based strategy fan, and I tried playing the original Fallout 1 and 2, and I really just could not get into them. So it was it was interesting to pick it up. I wanted to try something new. I guess that's the sad part, is you go into these, like an EB Games or a GameStop, and you want to get a new game for your PS4 console, and really, other than a couple of the big main, like the name titles like Dark Souls 2, Bloodborne, Fallout, Metal Gear Solid 5, there's not really any games that I'm willing to sink my teeth into. I tried Destiny. Really, I have a lot of the same complaints that I'm sure you've seen all over online about, there just not being that much to do. It really just kills your want to play when it's like, okay, how do I I guess get gear so that way I'm effective in strikes, or not strikes, raids. Oh, you have to do the same 4 or 5 strikes over and over and over again, endlessly, fighting the same bosses in the same way. I did this one, the one where you have to fight the tank as the second boss, and the final boss is the big minigun guy, and I think it just shows that first-person shooters, until someone figures out the right way to do it, they just aren't meant for an MMO-type gameplay, because really it just boils down to, okay, try and sit out of range or out of his view, and then shoot him in the head a couple times until he aggroes over to you, and then just hide, and then kill ads in the meantime. So, like, it's really not that fun. I guess some people might find it fun, but for me it just got really boring. I was thinking that I might try Black Desert online, because I've been looking up stuff on it. It looks pretty interesting, fast-paced, kind of like Guild Wars 2, and it says to have much more of a feel like Vanilla WoW. But it's hard, because I find a lot of times when you're playing a new MMO, you just want to go back to the one that you love the most, whether it's Star Wars, World of Warcraft in my case, Guild Wars, or anything. Like, I find most people stick to one MMO and that's about it, because an MMO is a lot of time commitment. I've also kind of been leveling a character in Fallout 4 to just basically get ready for the DLC, although I don't know when the DLC is coming out and I don't know what level it is. So like, I feel what's going to happen is the DLC is going to come out and it's going to be like, oh, it's like the first Operation Anchorage DLC, or this is the first DLC for New Vegas. Was it Dead Money or was it, I think it was Dead Money. But like, Dead Money's not as good of an example of this, but Operation Anchorage for sure, where it's like, oh, it's a, it's a little bit of a detour. It's like, 2-3 hours, and then boom, you're back in the main game to the same stuff that you've already done. But I mean, Fallout 3 didn't really have that problem. It had a lot of stuff to do. Same with New Vegas. Whereas Fallout 4, I think it really needs some almost like MMO type leveling zones for here's a horde that is coming in. I'm lucky because I managed to get behind this tree, I guess, before he starts hunting people. And this is something you'll see a lot, is these bored level 60s that'll come up in between Molten Core raids and farming, and they'll just wreck lobies. I was tempted to roll on a PvE server, but my friend plays on this server, so it's either I can play on a less populated PvE server, or I can play on this PvP server where there's lots of people. My friend plays on it, and there's ganking occasionally, but I think in the time on my Warlock, I've probably died more to mobs than players. I think the funniest time was there was a player. It was an orc hunter. And he came up to me, and I was doing the find threaded robe quest, I think it is, for the warlocks. And I was in the Arathi Highlands, all the way on the western side, where all the elementals are. I don't know if many people even know there's elementals there anymore, because Arathi Highlands is kind of irrelevant. Maybe after a couple months of me taking a break from WoW, I'll go back and play WoW, and I'll try and play it like vanilla, no heirlooms. Nothing like that, and then just try and level up slowly. But anyway, I was sitting there, and I was killing those elementals, and then I see this orc hunter. And as soon as you see a level 60, you're like, okay, are they gonna stop and then just kill me because it's like 2 seconds of their time, or are they gonna keep going? Usually they just start going somewhere, so they don't really care about you. But this guy stops, and he walks over to me, and then he scattershots me, which doesn't do any damage, but disorients me. And then he proceeded to frost trap me, so it was just a big block of ice, and he walked away, and then turned around and waved goodbye to me, and then shot me in the face and killed me, just instantly wrecking me. And it was actually kind of funny, even from my perspective, because it's when they start camping you that it gets old quick. But and there's the orc shaman again. I managed to just barely miss him, as I think he was just destroying everyone, which it adds a lot to the immersion of the game when you see this orc shaman and they're just killing people, and you're like, oh shit, am I gonna escape, or are they gonna kill me too? It's like the old Fell Reaver back in BC that would just kill lobies. Same kind of thing, but this one you don't even hear him coming. But I think right here I'm like looking, I'm like, oh, maybe I'll do that gore test, but I better eat first. And then I see the shaman right there, and I don't know if he sees me and then he doesn't want to kill a female night elf, but he just goes out of his way and then kills all of these people. Like here, like, oh, there goes that hunter. That poor hunter's just running, dead. Boom. What is that, a druid over there? Druid's having a hard time. I think he just watched to see if the druid would die to that. Notices the druid kills it, so he turns it around. Boom, just one shot, just dead. And then this is where I thought, oh shit, he's gonna come kill me because he's running right towards me. Thank God I shadow melded, because if I didn't shadow meld, he probably would have just frost shocked me or something right on the way. But no, he's running over, and that poor I think that was the night elf again. He just tried to run, but he couldn't. and that was an incredibly tense moment today. A lot of fun. I guess more fun for me because I didn't get ganked. But just seeing that, you're really thanking your stars you're a night elf where you could just hide when you eat. Which I think is going to be what I do for a lot of the time, is I should just really, really make use of the Shadow Meld. Because otherwise I am going to be prey for some level 60s a lot. So, I think I lost track there because I was talking about that. Yeah, with Fallout, what they really need is almost like zones, like World of Warcraft has, so that way you can kind of farm enemies, but then, you know, now that they have the loot system, they really should just make it so there's dungeons in the game. So you go in, you fight some harder enemies, some of them might be legendary depending on your difficulty level. Sorry, that was my phone. And then once you get to, you know, some bosses, which are in a different room, they're a little more unique. And when you kill them, they have a chance to drop, you know, certain weapons. And to me, they should reset every, I don't know, 24 hours offline or every 3 hours of playtime. I don't know. It's hard to say, but really, that's what it needs at this point, is some kind of dungeon mechanic. Here's another horde, which this guy's a little bit overzealous. He's trying to take out like 3 Alliance, so what I do is I just decide to line of sight him because I'm not going to be able to get him with a charge, and then he's dead by the time I get around the tree. Just help out that mage. I don't know, I think like right now I'm just doing this Red Ridge Goulash quest, which the drop rate on the items is super low. So I don't really get a lot of them in this video, but I'm still working on it. Maybe going to take a break for a while. Try and find another game to play. I do want to stream, but I don't think my internet is good enough to support streaming, so I think I will just stick to doing the YouTube right now. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'll try to get back into the uploading schedule of like once a day or so. Usually Monday to Thursday. It's hard to make a video when you don't have anything to talk about. So I think what I'll just do is I'll start calling these vlogs, because this is pretty. I'm not talking about anything specifically. I think they're just vlogs. So that's what I'll do. I'll name vlogs, post them as vlogs, so you guys know what they are. And then if I make a specific video about a specific topic, I'll name it that. But yeah, this is another longer video. I do like making longer videos, so don't expect a whole lot of like 2 to 3 minute ones. I will try and get on and talk for a good 12-15 minutes. So I thank you guys for watching, the few of you who do. Make sure to like if you like what I'm talking about, or even just like my voice. And you know, if you just happen to you know, just come across these videos while you're just surfing YouTube, feel free to subscribe. I have a lot of videos like this, and I'll try and get more out in the future. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great what is this, Thursday? Yeah, a great Thursday.